Just like my 7th grade history teacher used to tell me, Bacalar, go dump yourself. And that's what we're going to do today on the voicemail.
I'm surprised every time you're hosting this show.
Wow. What do you mean?
I just forget every time. And then when he starts talking, I'm like, oh, Jeff's hosting this week. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, we talk about this every time. I always forget. Yeah. Yeah, you host the show.
Crazy thing to do to, like, the person talking. Like,
I just always forget you're hosting it.
Spot.
Yeah, I guess he's just a forgettable guy. I don't know. Like, yeah.
That might be true.
Jan, I remember Jan.
Look, I've been told many times I'm tragically forgettable. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I've been told that in public many times. They said we don't need
by strangers. Yeah.
Another one of you walking around.
God.
Sure,
We've got enough.
Thank you.
Got it.
Which is fucked up, but they're not wrong.
I'm not involved in any of this. I just want to say that.
People
Dan,
just usually don't say those parts.
Yeah. Dan,
I just forget immediately. It's just
it's cool. Maybe
it's not a Jeff thing. It's a me thing.
No, maybe just some of the things that pop into your brain don't find their way out of your mouth 40 milliseconds later.
Why start
what
now?
About that?
Why start now with that approach?
That's true.
What about maybe that is how you should operate?
I think you're a great host, Jeff Bacalar.
Wow. Antithetical to
Bacalar?
See, exactly.
Yeah,
he almost didn't say Bacalar.
Yeah, because he just wasn't sure. Jan.
I just want to make sure I'm sure. I don't want to insult you by mispronouncing your name. So sorry. Go ahead.
Right.
I will now do the impossible pivot of dealing with a damn child and then continuing to land the dump truck safely.
I'm sorry, Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
Okay, you're not doing that to me, motherfucker. You're not mitching me.
No, Logan
you're not
can
Chris
wrestle.
mitching me. Okay.
No. Okay? I've already complained about this on the last Mario Party. But
yeah. Okay,
well, Jason.
Guess what, Dan? You're punished. You're punished the rest of this episode. We'll figure out the punishment as we go. This is the voicemail dump truck. It's a call-in show. 707 exit flu is our phone number. All you got to do is dial that number and then leave a voicemail. Maybe do it in under 30 seconds if you really want to be a pro. Okay? That's what we're asking. That's what the voicemail dump truck is all about. My name's Jeff Bacalar. I'm joined by Jason A. Stryker. How are you, sir?
Yo, that's me. I'm feeling under the weather, but getting better. So, yeah, I'm going to be a little like down in this register.
I think you're providing those LFEs that we need. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Jan Ochoa, how are you, sir?
I'm feeling super cozy. Sorry, my mic was muted because these heaters just came in the mail, y'all. Look at these shoes.
Oh my God!
Look at how weird they look.
Those are gross. Fucking straight out of
bark
Scorn.
from a tree. What is that?
Yeah,
it looks like Scorn Crocs.
Look at this.
Those are Scorn Crocs.
Look how cozy I am in them. Scrocs.
Listener,
look at this strap right here.
Listener, it looks like Jan purchased some sort of like anatomical prop, like some sort of body part.
That's in my 7th grade biology class. Yeah.
Yeah. Into a shoe.
Version of Yeezys. I don't.
Look at them. Look at the like. What's that? Can't hear you over this fashion happening.
Yeah.
It's like for like a Groot cosplay.
It's fashion crimes.
They don't play well on camera because there's a little bit of white balance happening. But this is like that's
what that is.
It's like a sad millennial pink happening.
Brown-ish.
It's pinker than it is brown than it looks on the camera here.
How great would it be?
That's straight up flesh colored, man. Yeah. It's
well, not my flesh. It's almost there.
Kind of close.
It's almost there. They feel great though. They feel great.
What was the term? Millennial flesh? What was it?
Sad millennial pink?
Yeah, sad millennial pink.
That's my favorite Crayola.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you pull out a Crayola and it just says that. That'd be sick.
Have you seen
Crimes of the Future? The Cronenberg movie?
No,
not yet.
That looks like something that Viggo Mortensen would be wearing. That. Yeah.
Yeah. How you watched it?
I did. It's weird and boring.
It was boring.
It's not very good. Nah.
Okay.
I wanted to like it, but
body
but
I get it.
Bonk and I were both kind of like, nah, that was just a thing that happened for a couple hours.
All right, very good. People say it's good, so I trust them over you.
You saw one. You're gonna trust chat over me? You're a longtime friend.
Today,
yes. The chat? They're never right about anything.
Well, that you're
Well,
kind of also
they get you
right about. I'm
pegged pretty well.
conflicted. That's right. 707 Exaflu. We're gonna get things going with voicemails in a few seconds, guys. I know what I want.
A giant bomb.
Fuck's that?
Shit.
Oh,
Don't ask.
I know what I want for December.
What do you mean want for December? Is it for like the holidays or just in general?
I know what I want for the holidays, and I know what my December gift should be. I want a digital drum kit.
Okay.
Jason has one, right?
Yeah, I've got at least this Fire, I think. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Got the nice mesh heads and shit.
Dude, I want that so bad. And
they're
I'm
pretty
just
affordable, yeah.
Yeah, I just need to have it. Like I have guitars. I could play guitar a little bit, but I really want to just sit behind the kit and play drums.
I had it set up like I had a standing desk, and then I could just turn to my left, and that's where my kit was. Like I could just fuck off from work and just fucking do some shit and then come back.
That is
Does it make noises if you don't have headphones on? Or do you have
you can do audio out to like speakers or some shit like that.
Oh, so you can make it so like you can just hear it.
Yeah. Well, it's got an output on it, right?
I don't know.
Mine don't have any speakers. I had to hook up external speakers to it.
But it's got like an amp basically that like spits out the sound. You just hook it up. Dan, you're a veteran producer. You know, the time you spent away from Giant Bomb, you learned how like wires and shit work.
I basically just talked to a bunch of wrestlers on Zoom. I don't know if that teaches me digital drum kits.
There was like virtual wires happening, right?
Dude, like your personal stream is not something you just cook up.
Right, there's some wire, but they're not drums.
Yeah, but it's still it's a device. It's not.
I understand audio routing and I understand routing and stuff now. Yeah,
the dude can't take a compliment. This is the worst way to take a compliment.
You can compliment me. Go ahead. Give me some more.
Apparently not. You don't understand when it's happening.
No, looking forward to that. It'd be like a roast of me, but the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want for the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're in the giving spirit, let me know if you want to buy me digital drums, or if you have recommendations. That I'll take those too. A close second. Are you guys starting to think about it? We are approaching mid-November. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone seemed pretty wowed by these Crocs, so maybe I'll just get everyone some basic Crocs. I don't know.
Just make sure it's got a gift receipt.
Impossible.
Want to give me the Peloton rowing machine? I'd take one of those.
They have a rowing machine now? I thought
they got a rowing machine now. I want that. I want to be able to cycle through all the different ones.
I thought they.
Well, not cycle. That's the bike one.
I get it.
But my butt hurts. If I do it too much, if I do too many bikes in a row, my butt hurts. And so, like right now, I just bought. You should see these fucking shorts. Where are they?
Got the padding. They got the butt padding.
Yeah. Are these it? No, that's my track. I don't know. It's in this room somewhere.
You bought padded bicycle shorts?
Yeah. Hang on.
Does that mean Dan? What?
He's wearing.
They're in another room, but they're just like shorts, but they got like a butt pad in there. It's like a little hemorrhoid pillow inside my shorts to keep my butt from hurting as much.
Nice.
Okay, I'm glad that's part of your workout process now.
So if I had the row, then I could row, and it'd probably make a different part of my butt sore.
How often are you working out? How often are you
every
using
morning now.
Good for you, man.
So I'm getting up. I drive back to the train station. I come back. I got enough time to do a good 30 to 45 minutes on the treadmill or the bike, and then I get to work.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
very good
stuff.
Eventually, your butt stops hurting. I will say, as someone that Peloton really hard for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a month.
It gets all calloused.
Oh yeah. You just get the butt callus. It did hurt for me for like a month.
Okay.
But then I also started like riding an actual bike as well, and then that developed the callus faster.
Okay, that ain't gonna work for me because there's too many damn hills around here. I bought a bike when I first moved here, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't happening." There's no sidewalks. All the roads are really narrow and perilous, and everything's hilly.
Dan, you should get an electric bike. I think we were talking to Grubb that he should get an e-bike. You should get one and just jam up those hills.
Dude, that shit rules. Because you can still get a workout with an e-bike. Like, it's not just you farting around on it.
Do you just plug them in like a normal thing?
It's got a battery in it, and
So, like, the pedal assist, you'll wind up going faster. The thing is, because you're expending less power, you wind up just going longer and everything.
You don't realize, but you're like 14 miles away from home, and you're like, wow.
I tried one out. I did a test drive, and I was if I was still commuting to the office, I think I would have pulled the trigger. Because man, I went maybe like 5 blocks in like a minute or 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And even if you don't even have to do the standing pedal thing, you could just sit down leisurely and just bike away. Yeah.
That sounds really nice, but the problem is just all the roads are so narrow here, and these goddamn high school kids blazing around. You should see how fast they go with their loud cars and their tinted windows, and they're gonna kill someone.
Driving in front of you, slowing down, and
I hate these
people
fucking
off
kids.
of bridges.
These fucking kids are the worst. I just hate them. I just wish they would just take a helicopter and move the whole high school to another state. I hate it.
Do you really feel that way about high school kids? Like, that's a problem for you where you live?
Yes, I hate these kids.
What is it like? What's going on? Like, what happened?
It's a 30-mile-an-hour road, and they're going like 70. And there's fucking people walk.
70.
Dude, I had the fucking city put in a goddamn you're driving this fast fucking light thing, and it's fucking they will go 70.
They view it as a challenge now.
Yeah. They're like, cool, I know how fast
I gave them a leaderboard. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's what you did. You installed a leaderboard. Good job.
These fucking kids.
These kids
are walking their kids and dogs and shit, and like on the road, and somebody's gonna get hurt. I'm trying to do good work here.
Dan, you should run for mayor. You should run for mayor.
I definitely think I would win.
100% you'd win.
I'm not kidding at all. I could become the mayor of this town.
Oh, no one's doubting that. What I want to do is clip this the next time you call me old. Okay, that's what I want.
Listen, these kids are too young is the problem, and they don't know the value of life.
Fair. That's actually very fair.
Says the man who
they're going to hurt
periodically.
Someone. Guess who has to live with it then? Them. It's on their conscience for the rest of their lives. How are they going to feel when they're old men and women and they know they killed someone? Huh?
Oh, Jesus. That's
what I'm saying. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to help the youths.
It's more than just the lawn now. God.
Jesus. I don't care about my lawn.
This city is Dan's lawn, and he will defend it, damn it.
Dan's running on a campaign that's strictly you are going to kill somebody.
Yeah, these kids fucking suck is my campaign thing. I don't know what age kids are just the worst because like there's a good it seems like they're all terrible all the time, but I think high school's probably like high school's got to be a terrible point.
Oh, yeah.
Are you worried about that, Jeff? About Dylan? I mean, he's a punk now. Are you worried about his high school years?
Yeah, I'm worried about
arrested all the time.
Yeah, I'm worried about when he turns into a permanent piece of shit, which is probably going to be 15 to 30. Like if we're being honest, going
probably.
I've said this time and time again. I bring this up all the time. You are the worst person of your life until you're maybe 28, 30, 32. Like it's bad. It's bad.
Took me a while.
Jan, you made it. You're good. You're fine.
I'd say early 20s probably. Yeah.
No,
for me.
Early 20s? You're wrong, dude.
I'm talking from personal experience. I was probably the biggest turd in like my early 20s, early to mid.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant when you get out of it.
Strong record afterwards as well.
Yeah.
I was a turd for a bit. Yes.
Yeah.
I like to think I've grown up. I'm a responsible adult man now.
Yeah. I've come out and I've given you credit, but for a while, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the growth.
Yeah.
Look.
We all got to grow. We all got to grow.
We should all get e-bikes.
Okay.
I think that's the conclusion here is that we should all just get e-bike. Those kids probably less shitty and dangerous if they were all on e-bikes.
You're goddamn right.
Hurt someone on a damn e-bike.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, you could for sure. You absolutely could. But either
Not
way,
as much as a car.
Dan, under your menorah this year, you're getting an e-bike. Ladies and gentlemen.
L'chaim.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Voicemail dump truck time. We're going to go with Jan Ochoa picking the first voicemail today. Jan Ochoa, please lead us off.
All right. I choose a little song, and this breaks the normal rule of us choosing a voicemail that's longer than a minute.
Hey, 3 a.m. boys and girls. This is Jeff Grubb calling from my extra live stream. I got a crew with me, and we just wanted to sing you a little song. All right, ready? Let's go on. We're going to go on go. 3, 2, 1, go. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. I know it's a destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon,
30 more seconds.
I'm so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Yeah. All right, okay. All right, I get it. Ooh, okay. Hey, bye. Hey, thank you for taking a call. Bye, everybody. Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know if this has ever happened to anyone else, but when you're in a place of worship and like everyone else starts saying the prayer and then you just kind of keep mumbling along, but there's someone near you that's like, oh, I'm confident, I know what this prayer is. That's what that was. I have a good feeling that they're halfway through. A lot of the people in the community were like, I'm just gonna keep mumbling along because I just want to be here and it feels fun.
Yeah, it's like in Catholic school when the priest would be doing this stuff.
Song?
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Yeah.
The priest would do stuff in Latin in Catholic school, and it's just like everyone else seems to know exactly what he's saying. And I'm just here,
Our Father. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. All right, we're all blessed now. This podcast officially kosher. Jason.
Oh, he picked me. Hey, let's
turn,
go
bud.
cry. Cry.
Hey, giantbomb. Calling, listening to some God of War podcast. People were talking about the review, and apparently it's an emotional game. I think Greg Miller said he cried twice during the game. The question is,
doesn't he?
did it make you guys cry?
Yeah.
And if so, how many times? All right. Forspoken Game of the Year 2023. See ya.
Nice.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, I got a perfect record. Not even fucking close.
Yeah, that's not like something. I think you take like weird pleasure in.
No, I don't. Because like no. And I want to make that totally clear. Anybody who cries during a game or whatever, like, look, I wish I could feel more during a game. I wish I would like more.
Everyone says that about you.
Why won't you let anyone in, Dan?
Yeah.
I have been sad. I think the boss was a patriot, and I think that she got done dirty there with the whole legacy and history. That's probably the saddest I've been. But no, not tears. No.
God of War Ragnarok has not made me cry. I think if I was like at a different place in my life, maybe that would happen or could happen. The original God of War was like very close to the birth of my son.
Sure.
And like
2005. I didn't know he was that old.
Yep. Thanks for really again just completely fucking up my train of thought there, bud. Just great skill you have. No, like when the 2018 one came out, like Dylan was very fresh and new, and I think you have to be in a certain frame of mind to like be vulnerable enough to let the waterworks go. I've only cried from one game, and that was What Remains of Edith Finch. The end of that game fucked me up, man.
I don't know what happened.
That was also probably right around the time he was born. And, like just I don't know. I remember playing God of War 2018, and I remember seeing a preview of it. And Corey was there, and we were talking about like being new fathers, and I was convinced that we were having some kind of emotional conversation where like I definitely started to get like tears in my eyes, and I was like, if he cries, I'll cry. No one's gonna cry. This is not what this is, and it didn't get to that. But I just thought a lot about that through my playthrough.
It could have happened. Yeah,
it could have happened. Like I said, you won't cry before 30, right? You have to reach a certain level of empathy.
It's like you don't really appreciate a Bruce Springsteen song until you've had some life behind it. You understand what he's talking about. Is that what you mean?
I mean, I'm not. I know you're making a bit of a goof, but you're not wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm serious. Yeah. I didn't like Bruce Springsteen until I got old.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce, like, remember, he's just, I'm not a huge, I get the point. I'm not personally not a huge Bruce fan.
You got to get some life behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta grow up in a hometown, like that kind of thing. That kind of thing. I get it. Yeah. What about you guys?
I'm a crying, blubbery bitch sometimes.
Nice.
You know what? Me too, Jason.
Cry at the drop of a fucking hat. Movies, whatever, music. I don't care. Yep. Yeah, but I don't let it show. I don't. I've still got that weird fucking toxic masculinity shit where I can't let my family know that I'm crying, so I will bite the inside of my fucking cheek just to keep the tears from flowing. I will cough to mask like that kind of shit. Oh my God.
You cry on the inside.
Yeah, I cry on the inside.
The tears just go in on the inside. They fall inside your face.
Inverse tears, like a reverse, cry.
So you're being hydrated at least. That's cool.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more recycling, but sure. I get your point, Jan. Yeah.
I same with Jason. I think lately, maybe because of the pandemic, I think I cry a little too much or at least too easily about stuff. I think like the last episode of The Rehearsal got me.
What? That I get that.
I don't want to spoil it for folks that have not watched it or haven't seen the last episode. But there were just some moments there where I was like, man, this is some heavy stuff for Nathan Fielder to deal with.
Yep. And that's probably the closest I've been in many, many years, I would say. Yeah, that was some rough stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I don't know if it's a bit. I don't think it's a bit.
That was not a bit.
It was not, right? Like I just want to make that double triply sure.
Okay. Lives were changed in that episode, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Not getting it all, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to finish that.
Ooh, boy.
How deep into The Rehearsal are you?
Only like 3 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Goes.
Yeah.
It goes.
I kind of wish that show was exactly just like the first episode.
Yeah.
Because
I already see that.
Yeah.
It does get so fascinating though.
Yeah.
Like the way it goes, you know. I got to appreciate it for that.
And I didn't like Nathan For You at all. Like I just could not click with it.
Oh no?
No,
wow.
no. But then Rehearsal just all in, baby.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, I love both dearly, but I think Nathan For You is way more funny and The Rehearsal is way more fascinating.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, but they're definitely cut from the same cloth, but I think The Rehearsal, like I think it presents the thing he does in a much more fascinating way, right?
Yes.
As opposed to Nathan For You.
More elaborate.
Yeah.
Definitely more elaborate. Yeah.
Totally.
And there's like a through line in the story instead of just like, hey, we fucked with the Starbucks.
Like we made flavored froyo.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in beta. Nathan For You was in beta for sure.
I don't want to like someone tweeted that he was at a Yankees game recently, right? And
there's a meme going around of him like not impressed.
Yeah. And then I just can't help but think like this is a bit, right? You're filming something right now. This is all a social experiment or whatever. Poor guy. Or maybe not poor guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Mets. Oh, right. It was a Mets game. Yeah, it was a Mets game. So he probably was legitimately disappointed in the Mets. Anyone else want to chime in on this or shall we proceed?
I might start crying now if we don't proceed.
Just look, it's okay to cry. Like,
100%.
Cry. It feels good sometimes.
I honestly think the thing with me is with fiction, I just can't get invested. I will cry at, like, for instance, I know that the thing that was on Giant Bomb was that Fast and Furious thing. And after Paul Walker died, I have no connection to Paul Walker. I had never fucking seen a single thing he'd been in until Fast and Furious. But the fact that, like, that little thing at the end with that song and the cars pulling away and stuff, that was from a real thing. And, like, despite the fact that I didn't have any connection to this actor at all, that got me emotional, because like that actually really happened. And that's why it's like, I know this is silly, I guess, to some, but like, wrestler retirements and stuff where it's like, I remember when Edge had to retire and it's like, I wasn't even the biggest Edge guy, but like just seeing this guy's career and life getting taken from him so early, like I'll cry at that, or Daniel Bryan and stuff like that when he had to retire. Like, because that is real to me, it's like, but fiction, there's just always that part. I know Backlar's laughing at me, but it's like, it's real lives, it's real human beings.
It's like some sort of robot saying, I've started experimenting with empathy.
No, I'm saying I have that. I have that with real people. No, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is when it's real life, I have the empathy and I feel the emotions. With movies and stuff, I'm like, this is on a soundstage in Burbank. This didn't happen. That guy's not dead. You know, like I just can't fucking like a video game's like, oh great, some polygons. Fucking Aerith got stabbed. Fucking yeah, some polygons. I don't know. Like it doesn't matter.
Trying it out. It's a new thing. See how it works.
Real shit. I have emotions.
I will try this out. All right. I will try out the very next voicemail that we will be playing. Looking at the list here. Let us go to 2 Dakotas.
Hey, do y'all ever forget about states sometimes? Like, sometimes someone will say the name of a place, and I'm like, damn, that is a state. Like, sometimes I forget there's 2 Dakotas, and a newer Mexico, and like, I don't know, just someone said Louisiana a few minutes ago, and it was like, oh yeah, that's a place. Thanks.
No.
Thank you, caller.
No, thank you.
Literally all the time. Only around this time of year do I remember that we have Dakotas with like no one living there.
You give me a blank map, I could draw the states and get every one of them in the right spot. My favorite map as a kid was one that it had all the states, or my favorite puzzle, and you could take the states out and you'd see the capital underneath. I probably forgot a lot of the capitals, but I mean, I know where every state is in a heartbeat, no problem.
Wow, good for you.
That's impressive. I can't do that.
No, I used to be a capital freak too. Probably only about 60 to 70% now.
Yeah, I lost a lot of them, I think.
But yeah, I totally forget about states all the time. Who the fuck ever thinks about North and or South Dakota?
I've driven through those states. They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Waldrug in South Dakota? Waldrug's great.
Is Vermont a state?
Where the fuck does Delaware come from?
Vermont?
Delaware's up here. Vermont's up here too.
Vermont
is below you and I, Dan.
Is it?
Nice.
Delaware?
Look, there's a bunch of tiny fucking states up here. I don't know. Like Massachusetts is up. New York and Pennsylvania are left.
Backpedaling already for you on the whole state thing. New Hampshire's a state, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
New Hampshire, Vermont, Delaware. Maine,
I apologize
Rhode Island,
to anyone from a small state. I'm just familiar with the big states. Most of the big states. I know that Ohio is like the pot one.
Yeah,
that's about it. Yep.
Yeah. Florida's the dick.
Yep.
Florida's in more ways than one.
Look at this firebrand here.
Oh, we gotta one UPF. We have to take turns or individually identify all of America.
Oh,
let's do a sporkle. Let's do a sporkle. I will do that. Yeah, I'll sporkle a map with you guys.
Excuse me, Dan.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a quiz website thing, and it'll give us like a big blank map of the United States, and we'll each take turns, and you type in and you see how fast you name all the states, or see how many you can get in like 5 minutes. You know, I'll kick all of your ass. I promise you right now, I'll beat every one of you with that.
I firmly believe that'll happen.
I agree. You will.
Yeah.
Yeah. You act like that's cool.
What if Tam and Lucy do better at this than us?
They might.
That's a problem.
They might. Although I can't imagine Iowa is on their minds a great deal.
Have you talked to Lucy lately? It's big. All right.
It's all Iowa all the time. Yeah. So thank you, caller. I definitely do forget about states for better or worse.
Sometimes I can't believe that Sacramento is still the capital of California. There's so many other cities. No offense to Sac, but like
big state.
Big ass state, dude.
It's a big ass state. But does Gavin Newsom really want to live in Sac? I don't think so.
It's like Albany is the one for New York, and it's like,
yeah,
who the fuck, Albany
used to be the capital of the country, right?
Did it?
Wow, yeah. Learning this today.
Believe so. Dan gets skipped because he was a dick to me at the beginning of the show.
You're a dick to me all the time.
That's not true. We'll get to you eventually. Chat chose gamer tag.
What's up, dumpers? This is CG from Iowa. I just got out the Wii Rock Band and drum set and logged in for the first time in a while, and I about fell on the floor laughing because I forgot my band name was Queefy Queso. So my question to you is, what's the most ridiculous band name or gamer tag you've ever had or used? Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller. In college, Stacy was like trying to form a band with a couple of her friends, and they were called Disappointing Dairy.
Ooh,
which I
okay.
thought was pretty.
That's not bad.
Pretty heinous. That's the name.
It's not as bad as Anguish. That was one of my band names. That was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It exudes a certain. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Dan, I'd love to hear all of your gamer tags ever.
The only, because I've just used my name for a long time now, but I do remember when I first started at Game Informer, I was like, what do I want my gamer tag to be? Because I wanted to change it because it was like a reference to my college before, and I was like, I need to update this. And I was trying to think, and I was like, I love Warren Zevon. I'm a huge Warren Zevon fan. I was trying to think of a reference, and it's like, well, his best album was Excitable Boy, and nobody had taken Excitable Boy, and I took that. And I had that for a little bit, and I remember I came into work one day, and Matt Burtz, Jason, you know him, he was like, dude, what's up with your gamer tag? And I was like, oh, it's Warren Zevon. He's like, I know it's Warren Zevon, but it's as a gamer tag, it just sounds like it's like a premature ejaculation thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And I changed it.
Yeah, whoops.
He said something like, it makes it sound like you're coming in your pants too quick or something. And I was like, I should probably change that. I don't want to.
Oh, I didn't see an initial problem with calling someone Excitable Boy. I was like, oh, you're just ready to go, aren't you? But now,
yeah. He's
enthusiastic.
What about it?
I guess it's not innocent. If you know the song, it's actually incredibly dark. But yeah, it sounded nice.
It sounded nice.
What was your first AIM name?
Fucking
Ranma something.
400, 600.
The good Ranma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine was just my initials and my birth year, a boring child. And then I had too many friends that already had it that I didn't bother changing it. I did have one friend that hers was the milk's expired, and then she capitalized the S and the EX and expired, so it said sex.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
I'll never forget. I used to ride my bike to the library in 1995 because they had the text-only internet there, and you could access chat rooms. It wasn't AOL. It was text-only weird library system. And I would just go in there and try to find quote Simpsons stuff. And it was all Simpsons. I'd find Simpsons websites and everything, but I went into a chat room once and I just got Homer Simpson as my name. No numbers, no anything. And I got a DM or whatever it was called back then from Horny Girl 69.
Ooh, yeah.
And it said, wanna cyber. And I remember, I don't think I knew what a panic attack was at that point, but I sweat, and I thought a fucking SWAT team was going to break through the skylight, and I got up and I was like, do I need to go tell someone at the front desk? Do I need to can I leave? Can I leave? Am I okay? Do I have to report this? Do I have to?
Wow.
That's awesome. You just looking behind you. You're like,
I was freaking the whole way home on my bike. I was like, oh God, look at me. When you get arrested.
That reminds me, I don't know how it happened. I honest to God don't remember trying to get too many vanity Instagram handles, but to this day, I still have the name on Instagram, Doctor Who, and I want to give it. I want to give it to the BBC or whatever. Just take it, please. I'm tired of getting DM'd.
Yeah,
sell it.
I don't know what to sell. I don't think they'll exchange money for. I mean, they might, but
they
I actually
will.
think but I think there's also something. There's some fucking bullshit corporate patent protective measure that's been passed where it's if you have no real right to claim that name, you might have to surrender it.
Yo,
so
just get David Tennant to say hi, Jan. I'm good. Y'all can take it.
The move is to actually sell it to not them. The move is to sell it to someone who will pay for it.
Yeah,
who
there we
just
go.
be no, that's our property.
I should apply for verification on that Instagram account.
Well,
what could go wrong with
yourself.
verification systems?
Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I didn't think
concrete.
It's a self-report.
I didn't think that a comedian that I used to really like as a child and a youth was now cool with trans people. And then I was like, yeah! Oh, no. Damn. What a fucking
That's
idiot.
a shame.
What a moron. Anyway.
I'm trying to think of a very embarrassing handle. And there's one that I just will not say, but that's between me and myself. But But like I've been good for a while. I've been good for a real long time. I've been using my name for a very long time.
Yeah, same.
You know, it's good. It's very good. All right. Okay, Dan. Go ahead.
Look at this thing.
Go do your thing.
Let's go with cheese.mp3.
All right.
I was hoping you'd pick this.
You know me.
How's it going, dumpers? My name is Kevin from Toronto, Ontario. I just had a quick question to ask you guys. What type of cheese best represents yourselves? For myself, I pick an old Fort Cheddar because I'm over 40. I've aged for a while, and I'm very sharp. So, yeah. So what best cheese represents you? Thanks. Love the show. Keep on dumping.
It's the specific type of nacho cheese you get at a ballpark or a movie theater. That's it.
Oh, the ones that smell like fucking vomit. Oh, God.
The purest food on the planet.
Oh,
it is.
You are describing...
Sucks so bad.
You're describing the opposite. You're just like...
What?
When you say pure, I get the joke you're trying to make.
I'm not trying to joke. I'm trying to say there is no purer good in the food culinary world than the stuff that comes out of the you know what I mean? The container that goes into the plastic and the little
you're misunderstanding
quadrant.
the question. I think you might want to walk that back.
I relate to that nacho cheese.
The most repeatable, generic, run-of-the-mill bullshit is how you want.
Honestly, it's the best flavor on the planet. I mean,
but it's how you want to relate yourself to cheese. That's how.
Because I think it is so pure and good that I would like to. I would aspire to be as good as that nacho cheese.
I do feel like you're misunderstanding the.
No, I'm gonna. I'm gonna let him roll with it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, if anything, we'll move on. But what about you, Jan? What kind of cheese are you?
Let's say goat. Goat cheese. Nice. A little weird.
Goat cheese.
Oh, I didn't even think about it like that. All right, I'm gonna stop explaining then. That's why.
There you go. Oh.
That's it. Are you a cheese guy, Jason?
I do love a good cheese. I don't think I'd be anything too pungent. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be too strong. You know what I want to mix well with is flaming hot Cheetos. So you give me like a good fucking, like a, I don't know, like a Monterey Jack, maybe a pepper jack.
Oh.
And yeah, maybe we will get a little spicy.
Yeah.
With the flaming hot Cheetos. And yeah, I want to be that cheese.
I was going to say
Jason,
a cheese
I've been to
stick.
some late night. I've been to some cheese sticks. I've been to some late night gas stations with Jason, and he's got good taste in cheese sticks.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh my God. I want some now.
Yeah.
Backlar.
It's not my favorite cheese, but I think I'll go with Munster.
Okay.
Because Munster fucking works with everything.
It does.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
You know, it mingles with everything, gets along with everything. Super reliable, always a go-to, you know. And yeah, I'm okay with aligning with Munster there. My favorite personal cheese is probably mozzarella or
oh sure.
Or like a smoked Gouda. I love that.
Oh man.
But I can't be that. I can't be blue cheese. Right? I love blue cheese, but I can't be that. Yeah.
I thought all cheese was interchangeable, where it's like, because I just grew up like just buying like 19 flavors of shredded cheese in bags, and just whenever I was making SpaghettiOs or something, just throw in a couple handfuls. And I remember I was with Bianca once, and I was putting cheese in like tomato soup, or no, it was like pasta. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll put some cheese on it. And I grabbed like a handful of like cheddar cheese or something, and she was like, what are you doing putting cheddar cheese or American chease and like pasta with marinara sauce? And I was like, I like cheese in my pasta. And she's like, yeah, but that's not what you do. It's mozzarella. You use mozzarella for that. And I was like, cheese is cheese. I never realized that there was like specific cheeses went with specific things, you know?
Sure.
When was this? There's last month? What?
There's melting points.
I still don't quite understand that.
Oh, the melting point thing. I messed up on some
crazy?
pasta real bad. And then my pasta became a brick because not only did the cheese melt super fast, but it also solidified super fast.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
I made a new type of lasagna. There you go.
I know it's bad for you, but I am weak. Cheese makes me weak. I am defenseless against its powers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
French onion soup? Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, I love onions.
I've never had that. Wait, there's cheese in that? I've never had French onion soup. Seriously, no, sell me on this. Sell me. I could be sold on this. There's cheese involved?
The top layer, it's like Gruyere, right? It's melted Gruyere, yeah.
Oh, so when you go to a restaurant, it'll have cheese?
It should have cheese.
And it's very, very good. It sucks that you're almost 40 and you've never had French onion soup. That is quite frankly fucked up.
I've had like one kind of soup.
It's a lot of cheese, according to
chicken
chat.
noodle and tomato. But that sounds... The onion part scares me, but the rest sounds good.
Let us all share and live vicariously through the 40-year-old French onion soup virgin that you are.
Just... There's like French dressing and French dip. I never tried any of that stuff. Like, I don't know what French means in terms of flavor. And so I don't really mess with that.
It's a little pretentious.
So your problem is just, problem is just you didn't try shit. You just didn't try it.
I know. Just
so try it. Like, you're going to love it. French onion soup's amazing.
I'm still wary of onion.
Oh, yeah. You should maybe wait till you're 60, I think, actually. While
go to a nice restaurant and order French onion soup, though. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You start at the top, and then you can go down.
We might actually have to look at local restaurants and tell you where to go, because you're gonna wind up at a fucking, I don't know what.
Backlar, you joke about me waiting until I'm 60. Like, my dad didn't discover he loved cigarettes until he was 40. So it's like you can discover these things later in life.
It's still so fucking weird.
That is.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bad habit to develop.
Truly the most demented shit I've ever heard.
Paul, stop.
And
he's not.
Please, for me.
It's crazy.
For me.
It's crazy.
No.
It's crazy. Like. And don't compare yourself. You don't have to be your dad. You don't have to be your dad, Dan.
I know. That's every therapy session I've had for 12 years.
You don't have to be your dad. You can laugh at him.
It all comes back to that.
Look, he's always going to be your dad, but you don't have to be him.
No, I love him, but I don't want to be him. Yes. Oh, I know.
I just said my dad is in his 70s and just started smoking out of boredom recently. That's where we're at as a society. That's where we're at.
Go whittle wood or something. I don't know.
Collect some coupons or something.
Pickleball. Yeah. Okay? Fucking pickleball.
Backlar was so shocked that my dad's not even 60 yet.
Yeah,
wait, what?
Yeah.
I know. Well, he's very close to 60.
He is, but yeah.
Sprightly young man, then.
No one's ever described Paul Reichert as sprightly.
Like, I just want to be in the examination room when your dad laid it on his doctor, if he does go to a doctor.
It's amazing. When he didn't for like decades, and then he started going to doctors in the last couple of years, and it's just every single time I'm terrified because I know his diet, I know his lifestyle and everything. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to get some bad news. And he's like, no, they said it's just like, it's perfect. It's just glowing numbers and heart rate and blood pressure. It's like, how the fuck is it? You eat nothing but like ice cream and bullshit and don't work out. He's actually started working out, but like,
it's the luck of the Reicherts. Oh,
he's an amazing specimen.
Yeah, let us all celebrate your genes that are somehow resistant to the toxicity that it is being an American.
I guess so. Yeah.
Jeez. That's wow! What a truly upsetting. The cockroaches of Kansas, if you will.
Thank you. Yes. That's our tag team name. Yeah.
Shit. All right. I can't do it anymore. Eat some French onion soup, Dan. It'll change your life. Jen.
Maybe at the right place if I'm not paying for it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll figure it out next month.
Okay.
Jen, your turn, bud.
Let's go with why are there so many keys?
Dumpers! Hey, it's 3 a.m. Or 3 a.m., whatever. You guys don't work. And my job, I'm a janitor. Work, and I use a lot of keys. And I fucking hate keys because there's so many goddamn keys that you don't know what these keys go to. My question to you guys is there's something in your job or in the million jobs that you guys had in your lives where you just can't stand it, where you just get pissed at how it doesn't make sense. Why are there so many keys? Why is there a master key and it doesn't work? Why? What's the point of a master key if it doesn't serve its purpose? Is there a thing like that in any of the jobs you've guys done? Sorry, I'm mad. Also, dumpers, love you guys. Bye.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Bud.
I mean, I love your passion. I think life is filled with absurdities and things that just don't work. I grew up thinking the future was going to be a lot better than what it wound up being. Nothing works. Everything's broken. All we have are a bunch of fucking robots that refuse to talk to each other. Everything's fragmented and stupid. and nothing works.
Is this your spoken word poem?
No, it's just like I just think the future sucks. Like the future sucks. We're not going to make it, folks. We're just not going to make it. Not for us.
You should just get electronic bongos while you do that next time.
Yeah, I mean, like it hit me like 5 or 6 years ago. I was in a bathroom, a public bathroom, and like the soap was automated, the sink was analog, and the paper towels were just like not working. And I was just like, this is society in a nutshell. Like literally nothing works. Everything's there. It could work, but like the interests of the soap versus the interests of the water versus the interests of the paper towels, they don't give a fuck about each other. And that's why we will never have nice things.
Those fucking things have never worked once in human history. The like, you're at an airport and there's 19 different stations with like the soap dispenser thing and then the paper towel thing. And like, I've been to so many where it's like literally none of them work. The soap, the water, or the paper towels. Like, okay, great. I guess I'm just walking out with wet hands.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, I will walk out of a bathroom with wet hands because the paper towel dispenser does not work, and I don't want to use the air dryer. It's because I've heard that
the Dyson thing where you dip your hands in there.
I've heard they're super grody.
And those openings are not wide enough. I'm sorry, Dyson. I don't need to thread the needle like that. I don't need to do a fucking coordination test to dry my hands. Nobody wants to touch the sides of those things. Are you fucking kidding me?
An operation. It's like you're trying desperately.
Actually,
exactly.
Yeah.
And look, caller, you obviously struck a nerve, and I don't mean to like. We're not playing off the janitor part, talking about bathroom stuff. That's just a coincidence. I just want you to know
it's not
that
your fault.
No.
It's just we sympathize and we relate and we understand how life is frustrating. There's too many keys, of course.
You know what? Hey, you Peekaboo in the Giant Bomb chat brings up a good point. Those Dyson hand dryers have the sickest name for a product. They're called the Air Blades.
Yeah, the Air Blades.
Yeah, that's good.
God, it sounds so sick, but it's
like from Back to the Future 2.
I know, it's great. But to answer the caller's actual question, the thing I hate about, I guess about video work, SD cards, man. I hate these.
It's too many of them.
I hate them.
They're too little.
The different sizes, depending on like the camera you're using, it'll use a different proprietary memory. CF cards suck because of how big the pins are. And you know what else sucks? GoPros. I hate GoPros. But we all know this already. I hate GoPros.
Yeah, I got stock in them. Be careful.
Okay.
Don't you tanking that any more than I already did.
These are
down 14 cents.
My own views reflect me and just me. Don't reflect anyone I work with.
I think it's worth like $20.
If that. Yeah, Jason, I feel like we've really covered a wide range.
Yeah, true.
Is there anything else?
In regard to keys?
Or just what you're frustrated with life?
What am I frustrated with? No, we can stay on topic. Sure, keys. So when I was finally handed the keys to the movie theater that I was going to manage, there were like 13 keys, and only one was used for anything, and I don't know what the other keys were for ever. That was always slightly unnerving to me. They just kind of threw me in the fucking deep end there.
Now I want to do this with someone where I want to hand them like a ring of keys.
Yeah. I got the ring of keys and it's like, what are all these for? And she's like, I don't know. Thanks.
Oh, that's great.
It's some escape room bullshit. Like,
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. We're not going to finish this on a dark note. We still got a little bit. We're going to get through another voicemail. We're going to bring the energy and the positivity back up. Jason, that burden is yours. Get us out of the gulch here.
Snapping and driving. Stop it.
Okay, Dumpers, I have a confession. I just listened to Grub admit that he had played Marvel Snap while driving, and I heard that statement while I was playing Marvel Snap driving 87 miles per hour on the Garden State Parkway.
Oh,
so what is the worst and craziest thing you have done while driving? Thanks, guys.
You cannot bring that shit to the dump truck. I will not have it.
I can't.
Stay off the Garden State Parkway like that. I'm on that sometimes.
I will not. First of all, you're fucking up my road. Okay. Get out of New Jersey. I'll have you know, look it up. Everyone talks shit about New Jersey, New York drivers. We're among the safest in terms of like death. Broken limbs, I can't speak to, but actual death, I think we're all right. That's fucked up. Don't play a video game.
Don't do that.
Going 90
Seriously,
miles an
what the
hour,
hell?
you psycho.
Sounds like something a fucking high schooler would do. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
You want to be a
suburbs.
high schooler? Jerk.
Hell no.
I said this, I forget when Grub was talking about it and we were really laying into him because it was such a psychotic thing to be happy about. And to admit, I don't act like that. I'm very, very strict with myself when driving. I have seen some of the most unhinged shit in I
sure.
can't even put into words. Like when I was commuting from central Jersey into the city, I was taking the bus every day back and forth to Port Authority. And as you make your approach into the Lincoln Tunnel, you have a perfect view into the driver's seat of the cars on either side of you. And I saw people fucking, I saw a guy rolling joints. I saw a guy watching fucking just straight up television. Like he had put his fucking phone up on the speedometer.
I saw that
and it
yesterday.
was just like The Office. He was watching The Office because that's a thing to do. These people, like, I'm sorry. I have such an irrational hatred for that kind of behavior.
That's not irrational at all.
Is it crazy that I think people like that should just lose their license for 6 months?
Or at least get a fat ticket, right? And
like get a debilitating ticket, like something that really hurts you.
Yeah.
Like right? Like what the fuck? Put them in jail.
That's not irrational.
Put them in jail?
I mean, like that they should get some type of punishment. I don't know about jail
maybe
time.
Put them in jail. I'm just reading like some of the comments here.
A fat fine, maybe like have their license suspended for like a month. Take their phone away. That's what they should do.
That's right. Rev 408. We fired Jeff Grubb for the Marvel Snap thing.
Yeah,
we had to. It's not our fault.
Yeah, he'll be back not tomorrow. Yeah, maybe Monday. We'll let him back in.
We let him go. We let him go. Hard decision, but that shit's unacceptable.
I think eating is probably the dumbest thing I've done while driving. And just like trying to eat hot food, because you get a fresh quesadilla or a fresh slice of pizza, and you're still hungry. And you're trying to eat it, but then all this cheese is spilling on you, and then you're trying to wipe off the cheese. It's a dangerous time for your mouth and for everyone else on the road.
I don't think I've ever done anything dangerous while driving. I think I'm so just mortally terrified every second I'm behind the wheel.
Well, you don't drive a lot, right?
I go to the UPS store.
That was some like, I don't know what you just channeled a character there that I want to hear more of.
I take bombs to the train station.
Drive to the UPS store and come back.
Not a lot of driving now.
Go to the park, feed the birds, come back.
Whoa. We got a lot of Susio people in the Giant Bomb chat saying that they have partaken in physical activities while driving. Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. I'm not going to say. You can read the chat too.
Fucking?
Well, yeah. Abby actually talks about, and what about crying while driving? Anyone do that?
You should pull over.
Sure.
Like if you're crying, if you're hysterically crying, you should pull over. The tears will distort your vision, reducing your reaction time. Pull over.
Oh, I know the thing that's the most dangerous I've done while driving.
There we go.
Okay, here we are.
I think I told it on Bombcast like 8 years ago, but I was probably 20, and I was driving in Kansas, and I don't know anything about cars, and anytime anything out of the ordinary happens, I just get fucking terrified. And so I was on, I think, Flum Road in Kansas, which is like a 45-mile-an-hour road, and I'm driving, and then it was raining. It was like downpour. and my windshield wipers were going really fast. And at some point, it started making some noise that I had never heard before, and I was convinced, 100% convinced that my car was going to blow up. I just thought, like, it's coming from like where the engine's at. I've seen movies. It's going to blow up. And so what I did is I hit the brakes like in the middle of this road. I fucking opened the door, jumped out of the car, and somehow fucking muscle memory locked the door as I was shutting it. So I locked myself out of my running car in a thunderstorm because I thought it was going to blow up because the wipers were making a noise.
Why? Okay. This hurts so. Okay. This hurts
so
my brain.
I'm standing out there for a long time waiting for my mom to come help.
So you lock the door because
I think it's just muscle memory. I'm so used to like because I don't have power locks or anything. So I think like every time I open the door, I think, with that motion, I think I'm locking. But I did it as I was like trying to fucking tuck and roll out of an exploding car in my head.
This is almost the situation where I feel guilty laughing.
This was decades ago. It's okay.
Where I'm just like, oh, you poor sweet baby. You poor sweet baby idiot. Like I feel bad.
It's very dumb. I thought even like, then I knew it was dumb,
But I can only you're by yourself, right?
Yeah.
I can only imagine like the mental state you're in where this is what you did and how that probably
it just happened so quick. I was just like, oh shit, it's gonna blow up, and then I'm outside in the rain.
To be clear, the car did not blow up, right?
No, the wipers were like doing a weird thing.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, the best thing you can do is just work through that moment in your life.
That's the only time that's ever happened. I've locked my keys in my running car many times, but that's the only time I've done it in the middle of a road.
Y'all ever break a key in a door?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That sucks.
It's the fucking worst.
That's just
that's no good. You gotta call a guy for that.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate disrespect right there.
My buddy just bought a car, and then it was a used car, and then it was one where like the trunk doesn't have like a little pop thingy by the driver's side or like a little key fob thing. So it puts his key in, brand new car. Guy hasn't driven in years. So excited to finally have a set of wheels. Saved up for it. Car key instantly snaps in the trunk.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Ah, poor guy. Sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And he parked his car downtown in San Francisco. And then, there's a bunch of streets that say you can't park here from midnight to 3. Mm-hmm. Guy also got his car towed.
Oh, fuck. The 1-2 punch. Double whammy right there.
Sorry, homie.
Boom.
That sucks. That really sucks.
Stop snapping and driving.
Yeah, man, this podcast has turned into like just the horror stories with cars. I feel like we are becoming like a driving ranting show.
Just get rid of them. Just give us all self-driving Minority Report cars and we'll be good.
Just give us all e-bikes.
No, we won't. No.
I gotta tell you, man.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. As someone who now has a car that can pretty much drive by itself on a highway, it has highway drive assist too, which is pretty like automated, like it'll change lanes, it'll keep up, it'll keep a distance, it'll speed up, slow down. Yeah. Personally, I'll trust it over like some of the worst drivers. For me, I'm a control freak, so I need to like have my my bearings there. But overall, with the whole like automated car thing, we are not there yet, bud.
No, I was looking to buy one because like I've got the car that does I'm kind of with you back, Laura, on the control freak thing where it's like when you turn on that like adaptive cruise control thing and it starts accelerating and you're not pressing anything, it's like, this feels weird. This shouldn't be happening. So I was like, okay, I just need to get a full self-driving thing. So I started looking into Teslas and watching YouTube videos and stuff like that and being like, I heard they just drive themselves. And, some people say they're pieces of shit and some people say they're the best thing ever. And I looked it up and it seems like they're not there at all. So I almost bought one, but I decided not to. So
we're just not there yet. I mean,
I need something to do. I need to find something where I can literally, like, you can hit me in the head with a frying pan, I'm asleep in the seat, and it gets me to the place fine. I'll buy a car when it's at that point.
It's funny because we were taking a mini road trip the other weekend, and I was like, you know what? Like, I do trust this HDA enough that like, if I needed to like take my eyes off the road for some emergency or something like that, like I would engage it and feel better about it because the car like the car drives. It drives by itself. It shows you a HUD where like it tells you where all the other cars are, and it's pretty damn impressive. It could read the lines on the road, but like it's as like a functional utopian society of like driving cars. No fucking way, dude. Just no fucking way.
I'm in once we are there.
Yeah.
Speaking about Teslas, apparently 40,000 of them just are set to get recalled because they can't handle driving over a pothole.
That's rough. That's,
I mean, come on, man. If you can't just handle being out on the road, I would not trust it to do the self-driving
stuff. Yeah, but you can play Stardew and make the seats fart.
Okay, the farting seats, that's cool, though.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Love a good whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cars. Sorry again, cars. Sorry. I'll pick the next one. What do we got here? Whoa, there's a lot of car shit. Okay, let's do supported hardware.mp3.
Hey, Dumbers. I just want to read you a couple of supported hardware for buttplug.io.
Oh.
So, supported hardware includes Xbox compatible gamepads, Rumble only, and support is coming soon for Nintendo Switch Joy-Con, Rumble only, Nintendo Wiimote, Rumble only, PlayStation DualShock controllers, Rumble only, and Oculus Rift Touch controllers / HTC Vive controllers, Rumble only.
How do you get
Aside
those
from
up
this
there?
Nintendo controller, I'm not sure how you're supposed to use it. But anyway, bye.
I love the Rumble only as if like.
What else could you do with the buttons?
Yeah, like what else? What else are we leaving on the table? Like what's in the next update?
Gyroscopic control.
Sure.
You like?
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. You know that PSVR 2 headset rumbles, so I'm hedging. I'm crossing my fingers that Buttplug.io will be able to integrate that.
What's Buttplug.io?
Our next sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
The way it's going, it's going to be a neck and neck race between them and Spindrift.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Go.
Let's get both if we can.
Let's do it.
Spindrift and Buttplug.io. Like that's brand synergy right there, man.
Hell yeah. I'll gladly be in the pocket of Buttplug, of Big Buttplug. Let's go.
Money in butt plugs?
Is there? What do you mean? How much money is in Buttplug?
Like what's the butt plug industry pulling in?
I don't know, Dan.
They're pulling in. They're putting in stuff.
They're putting in stuff. Yeah.
It's a mostly deposit based industry, but
hang on. Where is it? On my new thing. Hang on. Bear with me. Okay. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Good job.
Fantastic.
I had to find the new buttons. Yeah.
See, you're good at production.
I thought you were going to look up Buttplug stock for some reason. I don't know.
All right.
More than a GoPro. Yeah.
Oh God.
Fuck.
All right. I'm going to chat for the next one. And let's see. Earworm is the next one from chat. Earworm.
For approximately 5 years, I had the theme of Greatest American Hero stuck in my head. It would drift in and out of my brain 2 or 3 times a week for about 5 years. What's the worst earworm you've ever had or had stuck in your head? Kisses.
Oh, funny you bring up kisses, caller. It's funny you bring up kisses because for, I'd say 25 years or so, the most popular, reoccurring, consistent earworm in my brain is Hall & Oates.
Oh.
Your Kiss is on my list.
Your Kiss. Yeah.
Your Kiss. Yeah, it's it. I can't resist.
I thought you were going to say "Kiss from a Rose," and I was like, "Yeah, me too."
That's what I was hoping for.
Well, I'm not broke.
I was ready to belt that out.
I mean, that's another banger, but I'm not broken in that way. I'm broken in the Hall & Oates way.
Oh man,
I've told the Eddie Squire the stroke thing before, so I'll go with the other one that's always in my head, which is "Take Me Home Tonight" by Eddie Money.
Eddie Money.
That's a banger.
Just like Ronnie says, right? I mean,
2 Tickets to Paradise. Also, they're kind of interchangeable in my head, but they're always in there.
They kind of are the same song by the same artist.
They're both awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
almost like every time that we'd sat down at Game Informer to like record or shoot something, Dan was singing some kind of fucking Eddie Money song at the beginning of it. It's true.
Yep.
You're just doing like "Be My Little Baby" a lot, or what?
Be my little baby. He didn't even fucking realize that he was doing it.
Yeah. It's almost like people mindlessly whistle, but they're actually just singing the chorus to "Take Me Home Tonight." You know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It didn't help that "Take Me Home Tonight" is in MacGruber, and so every time I've seen that, which is like 50 times, it's like a key scene. You know. Yeah.
What's that one Meatloaf song that always gets me?
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights, or
No.
what would I
won't
do
do
anything
that.
for love? Yeah. Don't do that.
That, and it also happens with a lot of musicals. I blame Boniello for from Hadestown. There's one joint, it's an earworm, and I blame him for it. Because the chorus just goes, "Wait for me," and then anytime like my partners go on somewhere, I'm going, "Wait for me," and then we have a little laugh and everything, and then we wind up singing the whole damn song. And I listen to all 3 versions of the song from the show. Damn you, Boniello.
Daisy has Chicago in her head a lot.
The band?
Yeah. Just Saturday in the Park comes out of her mouth a lot.
Saturday.
Good shit, man. Chicago
Speaking
rules.
of Boniello and music, I felt like the oldest guy in the world at his wedding because it's all these goddamn theater kids and they're all into pop punk. And so all of a sudden, some
that shouldn't make you feel old.
Charlotte
That was...
or something thing would play, and they're all hopping around and playing their guitars or whatever. And I'm just like, I'll take another drink. I don't know. I don't know what these kids are into.
Well, pop punk has had a very like big comeback in a cyclical kind of way, like, right? I mean, it's all Travis Barker's fault, but like, you grew up with that, of course you did.
But I wasn't allowed to listen to modern music when I was a kid. You know, I could only listen to like 1955 to 1978.
Maybe you'll get really into pop punk at 40.
I think so.
I don't see that happening. Once I got older, I allowed myself to like Soundgarden and Nirvana and Rage Against the Machine and all that stuff.
Sure. Not pop punk, but
I wasn't as a child. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. But I was able to the modern music like Rage Against the Machine. I've opened up to, and Metallica.
Metallica, the most modern of music.
Yes,
for sure. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our last voicemail of the day. Thank you for dumping along with us at home. I hope it all went smoothly for you.
I actually have a request after this last one to play one more. Unless it gets picked.
No, without a doubt. Let's find out and see what voicemail strikes Dan's fancy. What do you think, Dan?
I'm going to pick really stupid.
Hey there, Masters of the Dump. It's Chris from Huntsville, Alabama here. The other morning, I went out early to go play some disc golf, say out by myself to get out in front of the crowd. And as I went to go launch a disc from the starting pad in my brand new shoes, I went to plant my right foot and pivot on it, and instead it slipped out from under me on the damp concrete from the morning dew, and my left knee proceeded to spin around damn near 180 degrees, making noises like I was trying to pull a chicken leg off the carcass. So, as I sat there and realized that, new shoes on damp concrete, probably not the best of ideas in hindsight, is there anything you've done really stupid and then realized in retrospect, probably not the best of ideas? Thanks, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Dan, I assume you have 11 responses to this, so if you could just...
yeah, I've done
By
like
the way,
15
you
years of
didn't choose
podcast based on this
stupid.
response.
Stupid chose you. I just wanted to put that out there.
That's right.
You didn't choose stupid. Stupid chose you.
Yes.
Yes.
The most concise story I can tell, or that comes to mind immediately, is in college. My friends lived above me, an apartment above me. And I went to go up there. We were pre-drinking, and I had a bottle of Milwaukee's Best Light in my hand. And when I went to go open my door to leave my apartment, it was with the open new bottle of Milwaukee's Best Light, and I turned the door handle with the hand that was holding the beer and just poured all the beer on the ground. So, not all of it, but
I've done the same.
I felt stupid.
I've done the same.
It makes you feel dumb.
Yeah. It's not so bad.
I've done worse. Yeah.
I braked too hard while I was riding a bike and I flew over the front handlebars.
Yep. That's great. A dumb feeling.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Also, the smallest dumb feeling is accidentally pushing a door that you're supposed to pull.
That's a good one.
And then when there's one or two people there, they'll see it. I'm like, and I see them laughing, and I feel just embarrassed.
I was leaving a restaurant once and I grabbed a peppermint and I unwrapped it and I threw the mint and I like went to go put the wrapper in my mouth and so I was like, fuck, like before I put it in my mouth, I was like, no, I fucked that up.
That's okay though. That's not so bad.
You feel dumb though.
Yeah, you feel dumb.
Yeah. Lighting the filter on a cigarette. That's a bad taste, man. That's a bad taste.
Can't smoke that. I've just like a series of like bumping into stuff in a very public way. Knocked over a bunch of stuff one time at a Home Depot and was just like,
what can you do?
I didn't know. I was like, what? I was like, help. I was like, somebody pick up all this lumber because I can't do it. I
did something like that at a fucking pumpkin patch one time. Like I was trying to take a picture of my son.
I remember this story.
And I was standing on top of like a couple different hay bales, and he was in the mix. He was fucking crawling around. I'm like, this is great. Oh, fucking yeah, let me get this shot. And I kept backing up. And eventually I fell backwards and I had just given up because I knew that I was going to hit the ground. So I just like put my arms out, like fucking arms wide open, and just fell on my ass. All the while people were gasping and it's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm resigned to this. I'm falling on my ass.
I live here now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of my favorite dumb decision stories ever actually didn't involve me. I was in junior high and my friend Quo came in the morning and he had a big bandage over his eye, like diagonally over his right eye. And he had stitches. And I was like, what the fuck happened? And he's like, oh, so me and Chris and some friends were out playing, just fucking around, and they had a basketball and a baseball bat. And Quo was like, hey, pitch me that basketball. And he had this aluminum bat, and he hit it, and it bounced back and hit him in the fucking face and busted it open, had to get stitches. But then, like, I think it was like as he was telling me this story, Chris walks in, who I also know, he has the exact same fucking thing over his eye, and he also had stitches. It turned out that he was laughing so hard at Quo busting his face open that he's like, look at this dumbass, this is how you do it. And he did it and did the exact same fucking thing right after him. They both had to go in to get stitches in the exact same spot.
I can't. I
just they were both, this was in the gifted class. These were my two classmates in the gifted class.
I mean, come on. That's just
the gifted kids out there in Kansas.
Yeah. They told us it was the gifted class.
Yeah, sure. That's to make sure you showed up.
Yes.
Goddamn. Jam, was that the one you were hoping for?
No. Best wedding was. We don't have to answer the question that is asked. I just wanted to play it.
Okay.
Hey, Dumpers. It's Broadway Alex here. Multiple time listener, I think second time caller. Dan was at my wedding last week, and I'm very proud of him because he knew nobody at the wedding except for me and a few people he's played video games with online. But beyond that, that was it. He did a very good job making friends. I was very proud of him. But that's not what it's about. I just want to give Dan shout-outs for navigating a difficult social situation well. My question is involving weddings, though. What was the best wedding you've ever been to, and what specifically made the wedding good? I'm curious as a person who has now completed a wedding. Like, what stands out to you as really rad wedding stuff? All right, bye.
I mean, we disqualify our own, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Alex Boniello, ladies and gentlemen. Big congrats to Alex.
Yeah.
On his marriage.
Yeah. It was very fun.
Can now say my wife.
My wife. Yeah, that's a shame that Dan didn't know anyone at your wedding. I feel like
I knew Evan. The first one that came up to me was Evan Hansen. He came up to me and started talking about Fortnite. And I was like, all right, I'm good.
You're like, all right, nerd, get away
Platt?
from me.
What's that?
Ben Platt? Like,
no, the one before the kid.
The kid, yeah.
Oh,
I forget his name. Andrew?
Okay.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Alex, I wish there was a way to like somehow make sure Dan knew someone at your wedding. It's fucked up.
This is out. I felt like an idiot. I was so drunk at that wedding that when I left, I because Alex had his own signature drink and it was some old fashioned. I kept throwing those back and I think they hit me pretty hard. As I'm leaving, there was this thing where it's like you could get free incense and there were like 8 different like flavors of incense. I don't know what you call it. And so as you leave, there's like an attendant there. He's like, oh, please take some incense. And I was like, oh, okay. There's like this cardboard envelope and both sides are open, and you're supposed to like fold up the edge and put them in and then close the other side. Apparently, I was too drunk to realize this because I was just like, okay, put that one in. Okay, lavender, put that one in. That one. I put like 5 of them in before I realized that the attendant was looking at me and he's like, sir. And I looked down and the bottom was open. So I just kept putting one after the other and they kept falling on the ground in front of this attendant. And the guy would be like, sir, these are on the ground. And I was like, oh,
this poor person. This poor person having to watch you do that.
Just watch me slowly. Oh.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that sucks, Alex. I really wish.
Yeah,
you would have had.
There's no way. There's just no way you could have.
There's just no way to do it.
Anyone there?
Yeah.
There's literally no way to do it. It sucks.
I got my new Broadway
I'm sorry you're putting that
now.
spot.
I got my high class Broadway friends now. So
yeah, I'm sorry you're putting that spot.
How many Tonys were at that party? You think? Huh?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Good question.
Cake was just a big Tony.
It spun around. That'd be great. Yeah.
Oh man.
Real quick story of the best wedding I've been to.
Yeah.
The groom was really panicking because weddings are so costly, right? It was like, you motherfuckers, you always need a drink in your hand. It's open bar the whole time. You always need a drink in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So a friend that can't handle his alcohol, just because he was going in, eventually was like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I need water. And then he grabs the closest pitcher to him. And this is after the dinner, right? This is now just like the rest of the festivities. He grabs the pitcher, doesn't look inside it, pours it straight into his mouth. It's hot coffee. So that he spits it up. It's too hot. And he's still accidentally pouring it all over his shirt.
Oh my God.
And then we were quite a ways away from the hotel, so he couldn't quite change. So he didn't want to be wet anymore, so he just took his shirt off and kept his vest on, and he just looked like Aladdin for the rest of the night. It was great.
That's awesome. I love that. I like weddings that are in weird places. I like weddings. I've been to a wedding. I was in one in upstate New York that was in it was like a castle.
Oh.
And I realized that's not a thing you see a lot, and not everyone can do something extravagant like that. But it was just like, it was like at the Clue House, and like you would just walk into rooms and you'd be like, oh, what the fuck is this one? Oh, there's food in here. Oh, wow, they're dancing in this one. It was just that was like a fun house wedding. It was really, really cool. That was the best wedding I think I've ever been to. Yeah.
Jason, any good weddings?
No, they're all the worst. I can't get my weddings. I'm sorry.
What don't you like about them?
No, I think they're fine. Like if you're really close with the people that are getting married, then it's a magical time, because it's like finally these people are getting together. They're perfect for one another. That's amazing. But other than that, like they can go fucking so long and be just a little too much, a little too intense.
I might be assuming too much with this sort of rule of thumb for weddings, but I usually go into it if I know everyone at my table. Like if I know every single person at the table,
you're probably gonna have a good time. Yeah,
it's gonna be a good night. If I'm like, oh, who are these motherfuckers? Like, whoa, you're gonna.
Have you ever tried to change your table?
Oh, dude, you can't fucking do that. What kind of a situation are you find yourself in where you're figuring out a way to swap tables at a wedding?
Oh, I've seen it done.
Have you ever been in a situation? It's tough when it's like, so I was in Tim Turry's wedding party, so you got to sit at the like front table thing there. We didn't realize this until we were seated, and like I was sitting up at this thing, and Bonk was there, and it's just like I see her like all the way across the room, and I'm just like, God, what if I can't even talk to my wife. It's a tough situation.
People don't usually do that anymore. So Tim Turry's
the table, the front table thing.
Yeah, Tim Turry's a weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that at most weddings I've been to.
Okay. All right.
Someone is blowing up Jason's phone because they invited him to their wedding, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Finally, they got the message.
Well, I wonder what they did at Alex Boniel's wedding.
You'll never know. It was great. It was a great time. They backed this ice cream truck into the place, and you had all the free ice cream. They had like 1 billion toppings that were just like, it was like a high-end ice cream truck thing. It was, oh my God, you get as much as you want. The liquor was amazing. Yeah, I don't know if you like music. They had that there. Cool. Incense.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Good stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll take that to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your voicemail dump truck for this November 10th, 2022. Man, we are rocking and rolling. 707 exit flu. That's the number. Give us a call. Leave us a voicemail. Dan, Jan, and Jason, thank you so much for riding shotgun. And thank you, chat. We'll see you next time.